I'ma keep it going. Hey, yeah, I'ma keep it going. As long as you show me, I'ma keep it going.
Last night's Thursday night football game was insane. The game went into overtime. The Falcons ended up coming out on top with a game-winning touchdown, a walk-off win. They won by a score of 36-30. Kirk Cousins, in my opinion, was the MVP. He threw for over 500 yards. He had 4 touchdowns. It still was a really good game, though. Really good game by both offenses. The defenses, they both had a few turnovers. It was a hard-hitting game. It was like 4 to 5 guys that went out with concussions. The game was brutal, but it was a really good game. Went into overtime. Like I said, the score was 36-30. Kirk Cousins had a hell of a game, probably one of his best games of his career. He went 42 for 58. He had 509 yards passing with 4 touchdowns. They didn't really have their running game was pretty decent. Bijan Robinson had 12 carries for 61 yards. It's pretty decent. He had no touchdowns though. Drake London went absolutely nuts. 12 receptions, 154 yards, and a touchdown. Darnell Mooney went crazy as well. He had 9 catches, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So whoever had Darnell Mooney on their fantasy team was a pretty happy camper last night. But hey, hats off to the both of these two NFC South teams. They gave us a great game last night. Obviously you guys know I'm an Eagles fan. The Falcons beat us by 1 point. Week 2, we should have won that game, but it's all good. We spit on that L. But the Falcons beat us, and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, hats off to them. They smacked our shit last week. They went up like 24-0 in the first half. So I knew these was going to be both of these teams were going to be really good and give us a really good game. And they showed up last night. They gave us a really good game. Went into overtime. Got to see some extra football for a little bit. But hey, this was a really good game for us to watch last night, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Shout out Baker Mayfield. I do want to highlight Baker Mayfield. He had a hell of a game as well. Baker Mayfield had 3 touchdowns last night passing, 0 interceptions. He went 19 for 24. Baker Mayfield has been one of the most accurate quarterbacks this season, and it's kind of surprising. I'm not gonna lie, just because Baker Mayfield, he did go number 1 overall out of Oklahoma, but he has bounced around the league for a little bit over the past, I want to say 2 or 3 years. And this guy, once he got to the Buccaneers, he's been going insane. He has been very accurate. The moxie he brings to his team, the energy, you could just see it on the sideline. You see it when they score touchdowns, like when his receivers, make big catches, or when his running backs break big runs. He just runs right up to them and he headbutts them. And this is the same Baker Mayfield. This is a guy who headbutts his teammates with no helmet on. His teammates have the helmet on. He has no helmet. This is his quarterback, and he's headbutting. And then last night, I just found out that Baker Mayfield pregame, most guys listen to music before the game, hip-hop, rock and roll. Some guys might watch a highlight tape or watch their highlight tape before the game. This guy, Baker Mayfield, watches Mike Tyson highlights before every game. What quarterback do you know do that? Baker Mayfield he's starting to be one of my favorite quarterbacks in this league right now. But shout out Baker Mayfield. You guys did take the L. It's all good. I'm pretty sure y'all bounce back. Shout out the Falcons for getting that big time W.